Alright, so we're back to explain which rotor I'm using for my E90 328i with the 135i Brembo caliber. So this is the caliber that goes in the back, and the rotor that I'm using is an F30, not the base, but the one in the middle, which is the one with the silver caliber in the front, which is 340 millimeters times 30, and the rear has 330 times 20 millimeters. The one with the M Sport package, which has the blue calibers and has the 370 millimeter in the front and the 345 millimeter in the back, is different. So this is the one with the 340 millimeters in the front. So that's the one I'm going with, and they're actually cheaper to get too. It's actually cheaper. I wouldn't mind doing the 135 Brembos, but these are cheaper. I got them for $300 on eBay, and then the ones for the 135 I go for 380 or 400. So it's a no-brainer. So the reason I went with the 330 was to give a little bit more options for other people that don't want to spend a lot of money. And what I mean by that, if you cannot fit, you looked at other videos, you cannot fit a 135i rear rotor because this hat height, this right here, is too big. It's too long. It's about 77 millimeters in depth, and this one's 66.20 millimeters. So 77, it's over 10 millimeters, so it will sink too much to the back, maybe like right here. So it's not doable. And this one here is the same head height as the stock. So what you have to do, you have to pay for the. It came on the, I guess you can say, the E90 and Sport and Performance package, which is $300 plus, maybe $300-$400 for the two rotors, and they're from BMW. It has the same hat height, and it's 324 times 22 millimeters. So just another option for somebody that wants to go blank and doesn't want to get, drilled and slotted. And that's more affordable. I got these for less than maybe 130 for both, front to rear. So there's another option. Unfortunately, I have a 328i, which has the small e-brake, so I will be losing my e-brake. That's unfortunate. But it's an automatic, so it's not a big deal. And also the bolts, these are my OEM bolts, the one that are on the old caliber, on this old caliber, so our bolts sound the same. So you don't have to spend money on that. And I'm pretty sure I can use the same stock brake line, but I already bought StopTech. But this same brake will bolt onto this. The same brake line will bolt onto this one. I think. We'll see. But I'm assuming it does. The front also does. The front also bolts up to the stock. You don't have to get new lines if you don't want to. I did. It's not much money, so I decided to get them both from StopTech. So it ran me about $150, $160. It's not a big deal. Oh yeah, another thing that I remember, another thing that I did have to do was clear, kind of grind down a little bit with the Dremel to clear the rotor bits. It's a very tight clearance, and it was rubbing. So that's one downside. It was pretty simple. If I can do it, anybody else can do it. It's very simple. Got the tool from Harbor Freight. That way it can spin freely. And it was catching on mostly on this side. So I had to remove some material. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty simple. The only one other thing is that the brake pad, there's going to be about, let's see, there's going to be about maybe 2 millimeters, let's say like right here, of the rotor not touching. So the rotor will touch anything above my nail, the rotor will not be touching. And down here, it will be, just around on top. So it has a good pad contact, but it will not engage here, which is better than having pisted, brake pad overhang. I hate that. Brake pad overhang is when like the pad doesn't make full contact, it's sticking up that much. That's pad overhang, brake pad overhang. And then it's better than having this. I hate this. There's a lot of brake upgrades for different cars that tell you it fits, and then there's this here. So at least you don't have that. Oh yeah, so you can see when I'm talking about the hat height, I'll show you what I mean. This is what I mean. So that's my stock 330 millimeter, 330 times 20 millimeter. This is a 330 times 20 millimeters. And by hat height, I mean that they're exactly the same height. They're even right here. And that's what I mean, the hat height. I have the 135i, which will be going back or probably just selling them in here. So I got one of these boxes. I have the, what is it? The 135i rear rotors. And as another option, I got the Z4 135IS rear rotors. But unfortunately, those rotors do not fit very well.